Is this really what life is all about? Maybe a few suffering here and there, and then be happy, and then suffer again. Or maybe some people don't suffer. I don't know. But um, I'm 51 now. 6 years ago, that was uh, 2020, and I was 45. And I was on top of my game, I could say. And fast forward 6 years later, I no longer work because I chose to, and I just wanted to be free. Yes, the keyword is free. I want to do things on my own, not sitting at a job where you talk to people over on the other line for 6 to 8 hours and then looking at the screen. That's it's repetitive. It was a great, exciting job to say the least, but everything has its end. When you kind of see that you're not going anywhere because someone gave your opportunity to someone else who's only been there for a few years. I was there for like 17 years, and you know, to get that feeling of unfairness, and it's not that I didn't fight for it. I did, and the end result was like I'm the bad guy, and uh, it was totally uh, uh, insulting to say the least, and at the same time, it's like you know, it was a signal for me just to move on. Uh, I had that job anyway to for a purpose, and I reached my purpose for that job, and I'm just happy to break away and do the things I want to do. And one of them is, of course, music. You've seen a lot of music posting here. I love art. I like to paint, as you can see behind me. Um, that's one of my earliest painting in 2005, actually. And uh, I'm just going to share anything I got. Maybe you could learn something from my videos. I'll try to also um, share my episodes of doing art and doing music in real time. So I'm not like big on editing, so I'm just gonna like compile every video, and it's all gonna be raw, and I don't really care about mistakes. You know, in this world, we need to make mistakes. We're allowed to make mistakes, and it's never perfect. I think the rawness of the videos I'm going to post is going to give um, an exciting feel, and at the same time a motivation that hey, not everything is perfect. You know, they're trying to do all these things in AI, which I'm highly opposed. AI for me is just a tool to be perfect or being close to perfect, and I'm not. I'm not that person. I like to be imperfect because why struggle of being perfect uh, when you can be imperfect, right? So take that from me. Um, be as imperfect as you can because that's how we should live life. Um, you know, it kind of actually bothers me that people that are trying to be perfect is like no nowhere even close to being perfect, you know. And you can still know that behind that perfection is a lot of imperfection. So anyway, hearing this from me is probably gonna tell you, hey, this guy is freaking crazy, right? And uh, and I want to be that crazy guy. And you're welcome to be crazy because crazy is my middle name. Yeah, so I'm gonna play a little bit of crazy here. Crazy, you know what I'm talking about. Crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I know you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'll leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Crazy, crazy for thinking that my love should hold you. I'm crazy for trying. I'm crazy for crying. And I'm crazy for loving you. Well, uh, I have a lot of journals, and I can share some of that. Just have a bunch of notebooks that I kept for over the years, and I guess I'm just gonna read a page of it. And this one says Battle of Identity. This I wrote in January 2005. Um, Here it is Battle of Identity. Rich or poor, good or bad, crazy or sane, humble or braggart. These are his struggles to be what part of his life he would like to be. From day one, he had experienced the conscience. He would ask questions to himself whether he did something wrong to have pissed off his classmates or neighbors. He liked drawing, so he would keep scribbling in class while the teacher discusses the simple ABCs. After recess, he would find his drawn animals torn apart, and so he tries to find out who did the vandalism to his artwork. The minute he found out who it was, he could see the envy in his classmates' eyes. What could have driven that insane kid bothered him. He keeps it to himself and continues to work on his skills. Little did he know he was blessed by gifts of understanding and knowledge that few people possess. He keeps working on his gifts that would give him an advantage over emotional and physical weaknesses. He would use that gift to overcome the obstacles in his life. People will see him as a good example, a great motivator, strength giver, positive thinker, and generous being. Most people in his lifetime are drowned with materialistic desires, but deep inside his conscience, he would not let the earthly motivations drown him. What made him unique from most people. He likes to learn not for self advantage, but for the well being of others. His childhood is full of tripping and falling down. His sense of balance was in a lengthy work in progress. He had to learn to be strong and how to fall in order to get back on his feet quickly. He would not depend from anyone because he learns early in his life that he could only depend on himself and not others. And that's Battle of Identity from January 2005. All right, we're gonna go to the next page on the next episode. So, in uh, in another exciting uh, number here, I think I'm gonna do uh, something cool. Yeah. So, let's see what we have. Fly me to the moon. Yeah, I went fly me to the Uranus, I guess. Dun 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 dun. It's hard to see in this day of age. Okay, let's do it again. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. You are where the spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. All right, I guess till the next episode. See you next time. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you will. Thank you.